Hey everyone, before the video starts, please make sure to subscribe because it really helps the channel out a lot. Elvis's dumbness kicks in as he starts singing his stupid songs while Fireman Sam says he would rather prefer a good sing-along. But honestly, we all would. After listening to Elvis's dumb-tastic songs, we would all want to rather listen to Baby Shark than that. Not.
I prefer a good sing-along song myself, Elvis.
They then stop because there's a sheep in the road. Because they don't want to be called a sheep. Like a certain brat is. No, rephrase that. These two don't want to be called to animals. Unlike a certain whiny arsonist. Then they realise that the sheep must have escaped with a broken gate. And guess what sheep it is? Yup, that's right. It's Norman's pet sheep, Woolly. No wonder Norman acts the way he does. Maybe he taught his sheep how to be whiny little brats as well. And carelessly run into the middle of the road. Which is funny considering that Norman actually did the same thing in another episode. It's Sticky Situation.
Oh, I'm a roller coaster rider. Take me to the top and then whoa.
Meanwhile, Norman is sick. And I would say he deserves it. But I think that's too harsh to say he deserves to be ill. What Norman really deserves to be is grounded. Dillis tells Norman that he's not allowed to go outside with his friends, and I'm sure Norman will listen to that. Not. Willie the sheep then comes in, and Sam makes the stupid mistake of letting her, in the shop. Like, Sam is an actual idiot for letting Willie into the shop, when he knows that she will cause havoc by wrecking the place because Willie is the pet of Norman.
Carriage awaits.
Morning, Mr. Evans. I want the back seat.
Why does James sound like Norman? Why does James sound like Norman Price? I mean, they probably have the same voice actor. I mean, James' voice did change into the same voice who voiced Thomas the Tank Engine and Arnold McKinley. But James sounds more like Thomas the Tank Engine with a Welsh accent in season 10.
Like this. Like movie making. Or being tied to a chair.
They then try to go over to Norman Price's house, failing to realise that Norman is sick. Mike is trying to fix the fence, because apparently Mike thinks he's Bob the Builder. But really, Mike is just a stupid doofus who causes fires, is just as silly as Elvis, and might actually bang his thumb. Because he's too concerned about Norman's sheep acting like him, and is worried if they'll wreak havoc, because he messed things up on his job. Then Dillis tells Trevor and warns Trevor that Norman is sick and cannot go, or else Norman will cause havoc and start a fire. But honestly, just Norman staying at home is enough to make everybody have a thrill of their lifetime. Because if Norman is still in bed, then there won't be any flammable liquid to set his bedroom on fire. Or would there be? Norman says bye to his friends. Then, he has a devious plan. I wonder what type of plan Norman has. But then again, if it's Norman we're talking about, then he'd probably have the worst plans ever.
Woolly, in.
What the heck is that?
What the heck is that face? What the heck is that face that Woolly is making? Look at that face that Woolly the sheep is making. What the heck is that face? That's just creepy. This is a picture How dare you, Norman? To make matters worse, let's deep dive this analysing. To make matters worse, we can see that Trevor's bus is coming. And now, what does Mike do? He's finished fixing the fence, almost. But then he messes up his job, and then makes the fence fall onto the ground. To make matters sheep, even though we all know that Norman, who doesn't have a brain, knows that that's not going to work on a sheep. If you could do that to Radar the fire dog, that would work, but don't do it stuck. And keep in mind, it's not just Trevor being careless. It's all Norman's fault who got Trevor's bus stuck in the first place, all because he snuck out of the house. They then functional brain who can come to the rescue is Fireman Sam. While Tom also has to come to the rescue in his helicopter. I didn't know Tom was part of the rescue team. They are all excited that the hero of the day, Fireman Sam, then comes over. Because apparently, the firemen of the year have to do everything. Elvis, the dumb fireman of the month, decides to put a rope on the bus, which is the only clever thing this guy has done since he was ever a fireman. Now Trevor's bus is off the cliff. Yay! Because it's not like Fireman Sam always does this stuff every day. Sorry, TCM, I had to. Dilla scolds Norman for sneaking off. He gives off another half-hearted empty apology, which means nothing as Sam accepts it. Like a doofus. And of course, with the hammer. How silly is Mike? Let's commentate again. Norman Price was sick in his bedroom and was told not to come out. When he had the naughty idea of sneaking out, his mom made a duck. Norman got away with it unpunished. Norman can take a hike. Hey everyone, before the video ends, please make sure to subscribe and like the video because it really helps the channel out a lot. And I want to see this video get to 1,000 views. And comment down below what other Fireman Sam episodes you want me to talk about next. And without wasting any more time, bye.